Welcome in, everyone. On this episode of Renewable Energy Reality Check, we highlight specific companies that are leading the reshoring of American manufacturing. We'll also touch on energy usage and water rights. A trillion-dollar industrial tectonic shift is rattling the very foundations of global trade. Fresh and renewed American manufacturing is gaining headwinds. This is the great homecoming. The strategic pivot is fundamentally rewriting how we build things. What's the catalyst? Well, it's simple: the CHIPS and Science Act and the Inflation Reduction Act. These policies are the high-octane economic turbo fuel for a domestic resurgence. We're seeing a high-tech revolution where semiconductors, consumer electronics, and self-sustaining energy production is the new frontline. More than 3/4 of new reshoring jobs are in these high-tech trenches. The blueprint of the American factory is being redesigned in real time, and it's looking like a total 21st century industrial renaissance. Let's talk about the Silicon Titans. We're witnessing the rise of the mega fab, and the scale is absolutely mind-bending. Taiwan Semiconductor manufacturing company is planting deep roots in Arizona, with a third fab already under construction and a fourth on the horizon. Then you've got Intel pouring billions into sprawling complexes in Ohio and Arizona, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in domestic chip making. And don't forget Samsung, breaking ground on new facilities in Texas that will anchor a whole new ecosystem of innovation. These technological artismos factories are cathedrals to America's electro-digital age. They're the key to U.S. chip independence, ensuring that the brains of our devices are born and bred right here. The sheer ambition of these projects is enough to make your head spin. Now, let's talk juice. Solar isn't some fringe hobby anymore. It's the backbone of this whole operation. 2026 is the year we stopped just slapping panels together and started building the whole damn engine. Look at Q-Cells in Georgia. They're establishing a fully integrated supply chain of ingots, wafers, cells, modules, all under one roof. And then there's the sturdy First Solar, the undisputed heavyweight of thin film technology, expanding its U.S. footprint at an ever remarkable pace, even through administration changes and policy detours and U-turns. These companies are the heart of the reshoring engine. They're turning the sun's rays into the very power that keeps our factories humming. It's a shift from assembly to creation. You can't build a silicon empire without a serious amount of H2O. We're talking tens of millions of gallons every single day for just one fab. In the desert, that's a bold move, but here's where it gets clever. The solar water nexus. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company is building a 15-acre industrial water reclamation plant in Arizona, designed to recycle up to 90% of its processed water. And Intel? They've already achieved net positive water use in Arizona, restoring more water to local watersheds than they withdraw. We're seeing green fabs that use solar power to drive advanced treatment systems. Net zero liquid discharge isn't just a goal, it's a survival strategy. We're turning the sun's energy into the very systems that keep the taps running and the chips flowing. And it's not just the heavy hitters. Your pocket tech is getting a domestic makeover too. Apple is leading the charge with a $600 billion handshake to U.S. innovation. They're bringing in partners like Bosch to build sensing hardware, Cirrus Logic for advanced audio tech, and TDK for cutting-edge sensors. We've even got Q90 Electronics providing the materials for high-performance computing. Now, get this. Apple is bringing Mac Mini production to Houston. We're talking about a shift from global assembly to domestic component manufacturing. It's about resilience. It's about making sure the tech you use every day isn't held hostage by a fragile global supply chain. The Made in USA label is getting a high-tech upgrade, and it's happening one component at a time. Looking ahead, the stakes only get higher. Electricity demand is set to skyrocket, 20% by 2030. That's a lot of light bulbs. And with prices trending up, the race for energy security is on. We're seeing a nuclear renaissance with companies like TerraPower and NuScale leading the way with bipartisan support and fresh tax credits. We're also seeing a frantic scramble for the minerals that power it all: lithium, cobalt, rare earth elements. Energy independence isn't just a nice to have, it's the fuel for the entire reshoring engine. The future of American manufacturing, it's electric, it's nuclear, and it's absolutely relentless. We're building a grid that's as resilient as the factories it powers. So, what does this all mean? We're witnessing the birth of a new American industrial era. It's a world where solar power, water reclamation, and high-tech manufacturing are woven together into a single, resilient tapestry. It's about more than just bringing jobs back. It's about reinventing how we interact with our resources and our technology. From the megafabs of Arizona to the solar hubs of Georgia, the landscape is changing. The homecoming is real, it's high tech, and it's powered by the sun. We're not just building products, we're building a future that's independent, sustainable, and undeniably American. The revolution is here, and it's just kicking into gear. That's all for this episode of Renewable Energy Reality Check. Be sure to tell a friend about the channel, and if you haven't already, go on and like, comment, and make sure to subscribe. We'll meet here again for the next one. Until then, remember to take care of yourselves and most assuredly one another.